now for the next episode. Let's get it.
So I think even though the boys seemed a little quiet initially, we're starting to get a little bit of the content. Don't you guys think? I think there was a little stretch when we didn't hear a peep, and Army was really kind of freaking out on Twitter, at least. You know, like, ooh, something's happened. And, you know, people were expecting perhaps JK's mixtape, you know, because they updated his Apple Music.
Yeah, that was a hack, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, that was somebody trying to, because it's reverted back now. Like, they changed the picture back, they removed like the bio description or whatever that got updated.
I'm sorry, there should be jail time for that. That's not cool.
No. Yeah, don't play with Army's heart like that.
Nope. No. Okay, so never mind.
Do we want to talk about the Tiny Tan animation? That was really cute.
Who cried?
Yeah. Me.
We all did. They did it to us again. What is it about the Tiny Tan animation? I don't know too many cartoons that make me cry. I think this is probably the only animation that could do that.
They've done a great job at capturing their mannerisms and personalities.
I love how Tiny Tan, they posted on Twitter like that series of their drawings to show the different facial expressions for each of the members. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I think they do a great job. I mean, I would say it's at the same level as Pixar. They've obviously spent a lot of time and money and energy on it.
Yeah.
As they usually do.
I stumbled upon it by accident. I happened to be on Twitter and saw Tiny Tan's tweet, and I was like, wait, it's starting in 5 minutes? What? And it was a while before I could see the whole thing because we broke it. You know, like I was on and it kept buffering and buffering and buffering. And I think it took me a full 24 hours before I could actually watch it.
I guess I was lucky because I had watched it when it first launched and I just kept repeating it without, I guess, going back to YouTube to grab it. So it was nice.
Wow. Sweet.
I just watched it once because I did not want to feel all those feelings. Like, I was like, I have to function and work. How are they doing this to me?
Yeah, I'm grateful I was working from home so I could do that. I could watch it as many times as I wanted to and cry as much as I wanted to.
If I watched it a few times myself. And I kept going back because I kept reading things on Twitter, like V was crying and Jimmy was there with him and Walt was crying. Oh, I liked Sugar at the end. That was just Sugar. So I like that. JK cried. And so when you go to Twitter, you find these little things that you didn't notice, what you may have missed. So I kept going back. But I especially like Jin, the flying kiss.
Yeah.
To the heart. And that was
perfect.
Yeah. And that high note. Oh.
And what they said at the end, the text at the end was really nice too.
I don't know why I'm amazed at Jin's voice because his voice is one that got me into BTS song, but he still surprises me.
Well, we did get Namjoon's Vlive, so that was nice. I mean, at least I had a sense of that they're doing a lot of meetings and planning a lot of stuff, and you know, that was really cool.
Yeah, that was nice, and he had a lot of English in there, so you kind of didn't feel left out. And I happened to, was I up when he came on? I got up and it was going on. So I said, oh, I'm up early.
I thought it was very sweet how he gave Army a heads up so that we were all, to a degree, you know, prepared. And it wasn't that surprise. I thought that was
He
sweet.
wanted us to be excited. What did he tie it to the Little Prince? Like when they said he was going to come visit. So like he wanted us to know, which was sweet to give us like, also I think that's why Vlive kind of choked for a moment because they weren't ready for everybody to just be like, here we are.
Yep.
And people were expecting it the wee hours of the morning. So people said they set the alarm and they kept waking up for Vlive, nothing happening.
Yeah, he felt like he had to keep his promise. So even though he was exhausted from a whole day of meetings.
He sure did look good though.
Yes, he did.
His hair, I love what he did to his hair.
He said it was blue and gray.
Perfect. We see what you did there, Joonie.
And then he sang it for a second.
His hair reminded me of when Jim did his hair.
Yeah, he said he just colored it that day, right before the V Live, which was shocking.
And I'm thinking, you colored your hair? I can't even color a little picture. Something is wrong with that.
I thought it was funny when people are asking about BTS and he said they're retired.
Oh my God.
And then he said they were dead, TS.
Yes. And he broke the mold.
Who's surprised by that though?
I know.
I
No one.
no one's surprised that he broke his ducky mold.
That was really funny.
The god of destruction is at it again. And who's surprised that said ducky molds sold out? Not any of us.
No.
They could endorse anything and it sell out.
I was just going to talk about the purple whale.
Oh, don't tell me about the purple whale. I
Has
still don't have
anybody-
one.
Okay, I was going to ask if anybody got lucky this last go round.
No.
I think
I'm just-
I think they only released like 10.
Big Hit is so wrong.
They
are
are.
so wrong for what they're doing. Come
It's a
on,
stuffed
you know
animal.
We're gonna buy them, please.
Right. You can mass produce stuffed animals really fast, make billions of them because we'll buy them.
Cheap. Like in
Right.
BTS merch world, like $17, $20 is cheap.
That's nothing.
That's nothing. Plus shipping.
I've decided I don't want one so that, maybe I'll just kind of back into one, like happen to be at the right place at the right time and go, oh, okay, if I gotta. Maybe if I take on that attitude, I'll get lucky. It'll land on my doorstep.
Yeah, Big Hit was really wrong for how they did that. I don't agree. Yeah.
No.
You can't
They
come
knew they needed to make about 10, 15 million of those. Like,
Exactly.
They
They know
do.
that it will sell out.
It's silly though, because it's a pre-order, so it's like they should just leave it open and then
Right. And then they know how many to make.
close it at a certain day and time, like the magazine people did.
Right.
And then they just produce them. And even if we have to wait 6 months, it's like, I don't know.
I
It's
feel
crazy.
like there's, and we'll wait that long. And then it'll be like Christmas when the postman arrives and you're like, wait, what did I order? Because I'm still waiting on my candles. I had gotten those really cute the candles at V with the lyrics. And I have no idea when those are ever going to ship. I imagine maybe, I don't know, by the fall or the summer. I'll get it. But I had forgotten about it until the other day when I was looking at my order history and I was like, oh yeah, I ordered those. So same with the whales.
all the B merch is still pending. Like, I think that was like maybe February or March at the earliest.
Yes, well, Big Hit, you place an order, you don't know when you're gonna get it, and then they surprise you.
They should start to learn from Joonie. Joonie recognizes that he has international fans, so he gives us a warning. Weverse shop should do that too.
And they usually do with merch, but man, this elusive whale, they just like kamikaze drop it, and then there may have been a notification, but by then it's sold out.
Yeah.
But you know what? They are so brilliant because they are creating a demand. If you hadn't thought about getting the whale, the fact that everybody's talking about it and the fact that it's like a unicorn of BTS merch, everybody wants it now. So they're actually kind of brilliant in a very twisted way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if they did open sales like right now, they would probably sell 10 times more than they would have.
Oh yeah.
Originally. Yeah. Supply.
Maybe they will. Let's speak that into existence.
They have people making their own crochet.
Yeah.
Because whatever.
We're desperate.
Yeah, I ordered a pin. Yeah, I ordered Amy's pin because I was like, I have to get that pin.
I've seen people making t-shirts with the whale. I've seen the crocheted whales. Like, this thing is now like
it's blown up.
It is. It's the army icon now. Like, everybody wants one.
Yeah, literally, BTS has their own economy that they're creating.
Yes.
But they are cute and pretty. It's purple.
Yes.
It's very cute.
And it looks like
it
it's
together.
so soft.
I know, I want to snuggle it.
It's going to happen, girls. We're going to get our whales.
Okay, good.
We're
It's
gonna
going-
fly to
what's-
South Korea and buy
What
one.
right? What's the limit? Is it still like a 2 whale limit?
It's 1 if it's on US, it's 2 if it's on global.
Global. Okay.
Yeah.
We're going to need to buddy up then. Like figure
I'm buying the max. Like if I ever find it in stock, I'm buying it and I'll go back through
Same.
and start another order. I have a friend who got one off of the US shop and she went back in to buy another one and it was already sold out because you can only buy one at a time.
Wow.
But I'm like, oh, I need that whale.
I
Yeah.
would need 2.
Maybe an
I just want
army.
one.
Maybe an army will sell the whale that's in the animation, that like what's behind Martina, because I actually like that better
I
than
like
the
that
little
too.
animated one. I would rather have like the real looking whale that the girl
Like-
is on. You know,
So
in
more
the
of
video.
the blue whale looking whale
Yeah, but it's
and less the
purplish
sperm whale.
pink. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so cute.
I keep thinking, why do I want one? Why do I need one? It's a stuffed plushie. Well, it will go with what do I have? RJ and Jimmy.
It's a pillow. It has a utilitarian purpose. You
Yes.
can lay on it and be comfy with it. That's how I choose to look at it.
Okay. Oh.
It's not a toy.
Yes. The cooking show.
Oh, that was the best.
But the best part was Namjoon and the potato.
I know. Why do they keep giving him
Again.
potatoes?
I
Unless
feel
you're
like
anyone.
we're tempting fate with the potato peeler and his precious skin. You
I
know what I
know.
mean?
Yeah, he's gonna take off the ends of his fingers or something.
Yeah.
What did he say? That JK gave it him to keep him busy or something like that?
Yeah. My favorite part
Yeah.
was Sweet V fanboying and telling him that his mother learned how to cook by watching his cooking shows. I thought that was so adorable. And just his sweet little innocent boxy smile, like he was a kid again. It was adorable.
And knew what he was doing.
Oh, of course. He knows how to win people over. But I really do think that's just his natural childlike, he looks at everything through those eyes with awe and wonder, and he's just so endearing.
Also, Namjoon, his mom, if she said that, typical mom, do not come home if you don't get it.
Yeah, he said it was the first time he'd ever asked anybody for an autograph.
Which says so much,
I know.
because they've been around for a while and they've
A
met a
lot.
lot of people.
That show seems very popular, and I just love how savage he was with them, and like
Yes.
all the comments he kept throwing out at them. You guys love to cook, but you guys don't have the talent, or something like that.
Yeah.
I was
But
like,
you
did
know
you really say that?
He's like that on his show. Back when I used to have Mnet on cable, I used to get Mnet America, and they used to show his program every week, and I would just get a kick out of it because he just, there was no filter.
Was he a version of Gordon Ramsay?
But kinder, not quite to
He
the
does seem kinder,
vulgar-
yeah.
yeah, not to the vulgar degree, but just he'll just tell you.
Yeah.
And that look, he gives that look sometimes.
I think he fit right in with them, with the silliness.
He really did.
does.
Yeah.
For it being the first time that they had done something together, I just felt like the chemistry they had was just perfect.
Yeah, I agree. And I love that he actually watches the Run episodes, because he kept referring back to them. But it was also really funny when he said, I guess the editors do a really good job editing.
They edit out a lot, don't they?
Yeah, because it was taking them forever, and he was like, "Oh wow, this is." And I loved how they were just all trying so hard to please him, and they really wanted him to say they did a good job. So that was really adorable.
Yeah, Sukjin cracked me up how he kept calling him over to help him
Yeah,
ask him questions. I'm like, that sounds like me at work. I'm like,
yeah,
ma'am.
yeah.
help, please."
Song singing, like every 5 minutes. It was so cute. I love that at the end they all got the knives, but the fun part was seeing Ginny give the whoop, and then the other team looked at him like, JK's team was like, wait, what? And then they realized that they had all won. It was cute. It kind of freaked me out because I thought, okay, is Jin just pretending? Why did he do that if JK's team won? And then I realized, oh, okay, he wasn't trying to cheat or anything.
Yeah, there's a picture of JK's face, and he's just so in shock. He's like, oh, wow. He thought they won, and they both won, so that was nice. But he made it sound like there was only going to be one team that won, so that was really good.
And Sugar got his knife also.
That was super sweet.
And Namjoon gave his knife to his mom, which was a very good idea.
I wish I could taste what they made. I always think that when I watch them cook. I'm like, I just want to bite.
So
I should try it at home.
Yes, you should make it, and then you can tell us.
Okay.
Yes.
Done. On our next podcast.
Stay tuned.
I read that Jin, along with being allergic to garlic, he's allergic to the potatoes.
Yeah, that was in the behind the scenes clip. Apparently.
No French fries? Oh.
I didn't know there was such a thing as a garlic and potato allergy. I mean, I've heard of peanuts and strawberries and, but potatoes and garlic. Huh. Who knew?
That is wrong.
I know people that can't eat garlic, but potatoes, that's interesting. I haven't heard of that.
Yeah.
But garlic in Korean foods? Is it in almost everything?
Pretty much. And I mean, potatoes, sweet potatoes, they love sweet potatoes. How do you not eat a sweet potato?
Oh, that is so sad.
They love them so much, they just like peel them and eat them.
Yeah. I do admire when they were cooking, like how big and healthy looking their vegetables looked compared to ours in the US. And
those green onions.
Yeah. When Jim was holding it, I kept having to stare at the screen. I was like, is that really green onions? Why does it look gigantic?
They are huge. Ours are, little minuscule petite green onions.
Well, those were leeks. Those are huge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think those were leeks.
Okay.
Because I've seen those at the store, and they are huge. I always look at them and go, what would I do with these? I don't know.
Make soup.
For the whole town.
And I do love how they were trying to help the farmers, that were affected by COVID-19. So
yeah,
they're always
with the pork.
Mm-hmm.
That was so interesting that he talked about how Koreans like samgyeopsal, which is the pork belly, and the pork neck, and they use it in their cooking a lot, but then everything else kind of goes to waste. And I had no idea about that.
Yeah, that was really fascinating. I agree. Because I guess in other countries, we use more of the pig. So that was interesting.
They could just send it here.
And I'm not usually a spam lover, but they made me actually want to venture out into that world because it seemed like it was good the way they were making it. I don't know.
Do you think you would get it here in the markets? In H Mart?
I bet they do. I bet eventually it'll get here.
And they will sell out.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
That the cans that they were using in the episode I read on Twitter, those are going to be special released, and I don't think they've not been put out yet in Korea, but I'm sure they're going to sell out as soon as they do. I mean, anything BTS touches,
it'll be the culinary whale.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't get those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree, Jay. I was never really too much of a fan of Spam, but when I went to H Mart and I saw the different varieties that they had, I really liked the garlic flavored one.
I'll have to try it out.
Speaking about selling out, I saw on Twitter that Jimin's jersey that he was wearing, jersey sold out also.
Oh, yeah, I saw that too. The cool thing about that tweet where they showed BTS receiving the invitations for the men's fashion show, and the little planes and everything, that tweet had more retweets and likes and just more interactions than any Louis Vuitton tweet had ever had, ever. Like, it smashed their records for engagements. The power of BTS.
And they said that Louis Vuitton was BTS was the only tweet that Louis Vuitton did about anybody that was invited. All the other people that were invited had their own tweets. So Louis Vuitton was very excited to have BTS.
They're very astute, those folks at Louis Vuitton.
Did you see Joonie and Hobie's interaction on Weverse? Was it last night?
Yes.
Where Joonie commented on Hobie's teddy bear sweater, and he's like, "Please remove the teddy bear and give it to me, please." Like you're so cute.
I love that we get that glimpse into their tweeting each other. Like, you could just imagine what their texts are like, their personal texts. But I love that they do some of it on the Weverse platform so that we can kind of enjoy their banter.
Yes, me too.
It's really fun. I was actually in the middle of trying to watch that Run BTS episode with them cooking with the chef. And yeah, I kept getting the notifications from J-Hope and Joonie, and I was like, I'm trying to watch your Run episodes. I'm not complaining.
But why did it take so long to respond to Sugar? Happy New Year.
Right?
I think he must have just been on looking through what the guys had posted. And so just delayed response, but Happy New Year, you too.
It's kind of like us in our group chats. You know, like if somebody has missed the 86 previous chats and we're catching up and then we're replying to something that happened like 5 hours ago. I know I'm guilty of that a lot.
It's like it comes out of nowhere.
Yep.
And then at the end of his V-Live, that was cute also when he bowed. Happy New Year for Happy New Year. So that was really cute. I've never got the Korean bow before. Oh, my first bow.
That's true. I think that's the first time.
Yeah.
I love it.
Thank you, Joonie.
So are you guys excited about them planning their future Run episodes?
Yes. They sound really good. I wish they could take all of their ideas and do them.
The only one we've seen already is the one where they were dressed up in like 70s garb, and they had already taken that idea and run with it. And then, yeah, it'll just be interesting to see what other ideas happen. What cracked me up, honestly, was Jimin getting so triggered when people weren't listening to him.
Yes.
I was laughing so hard because that's so me. So I stopped laughing. And apparently he was using the word solemn, like instead of just be quiet, be solemn. And the other guys are going, what is he doing? It was so funny.
I also thought it was funny.
It's funny.
When Joonie he needed to have his turn because he thought that everybody else was going to steal his idea and everybody was trying to get up there first so that they could pitch the ideas that they thought Joonie had. I thought that was kind of funny. I think I enjoyed the cooking episode they did with Chef Beck. Maybe a little better than I liked the other two episodes where they were switching off. I think I'd rather see a cooking episode like that.
I love it when they bring in an expert, you know, like how they did with the dubbing of the animation.
Yes.
I just think it's really cute to see. And also with the gamers, I love seeing, you know, people that don't normally interact with them.
I wonder if they're exploring perhaps doing this a little more. You know, because they did do the gamers, and that was the first time any non-BTS person was actually featured. And then they did Chef Beck. So maybe they're going to venture out a little more. Maybe they can do an episode where they meet ARMY and they can choose us.
Oh, that would be exciting. But I think in the past, they have done it before. Because I remember seeing a girl that was making coffee or something, and they were on that episode.
Oh, the barista. Yeah, when they all had to make the coffee.
Yeah,
that's true.
But I don't think she was like well known. Just like the flower guy, like the flower guy. Like he had his own like TikTok presence, but I don't think that's why they chose him. I think it just was like a side effect that ARMY then went and found him. I think the gamer guys and then the chef are the first like quote unquote celebrity type
Yes.
people that they've had.
Yeah, but I like that they do get to experience both because I mean, I can only imagine how exciting it is for those that aren't as famous versus those that are famous, just to get that experience with being close to Bangtan.
And I'm sure during this time of COVID, it's nice for them just to interact with any new people.
Yes.
In a real way. That's probably just nice for them.
Right. I was just going to say, speaking of COVID, I'm just excited to see South Korea's numbers really start to dip. That curve is really starting to flatten, and that makes me so excited for them in their country because, even though Joonie said he didn't think they would tour, well, but he didn't say no concerts. So I'm hopeful that 2021 holds at least a concert in Korea for them. That's all.
I hope so too. And then so not directly BTS related, but BTS adjacent in Hypen, the group from Island that Big Hit and B-Lift are over. They're actually doing a live fan meeting / like performance in February.
Really?
So if they're going to be able to do that, fingers crossed again. I mean, it's only a couple of weeks away, so like if they're canceling the in-person, you would think they'd be canceling it already.
That's true.
So maybe, just maybe, the guys will get an opportunity
I hope so.
have something with in-person Army. That would be fantastic because I know we want that for them.
Yes.
Even if we can't be a part of it, we want that for them.
Well, we'll still fly over there in quarantine. It's all good.
Right.
Yeah, they need to give like 100 fans, 100 Army like hazmat suits for a fan sign. That's what they need to do, and then everybody would be safe.
They could even do a little contest, like whoever has the cutest decorated hazmat Army suit, wins a special signed B album.
That'd be funny. That'd be hilarious.
So many creative Army out there. I want to see it.
Yes, very true. Yeah, even with their one online concert, I mean, they were cracking up at some of the folks on the screen where one girl was like in a carrot suit, and they were like, "Look, JK, look!"
Uh-huh.
Because JK wore a carrot suit.
Yes, it's so cute.
Some manufacturer could make a fortune, like selling purple hazmat suits right now. Some sort of way to, to interact with. I don't know. It's interesting. Well, I guess the key is for the near future is, getting them in front of Army in some way. And then, getting a concert is, whatever we can get, whether it's in Asia or whatever.
The pandemic can't go on forever. They'll have their moment soon. Hopefully sooner than later.
Wear your masks. Get your vaccinations.
Let's get out of the pandemic.
Thank you for joining us for this episode of Bangtan and Borhe. You can find us on Twitter at BBorhe Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook at Bangtan and Borhe, and our email is bangtanandborhe@gmail.com.
Until next time, this is Crystal,
D,
Melissa,
J,
Susan,
Tina.
Borhe.